I own only my creepypastas in this story. Careless Whisper is owned and created by XS Chirpy Twist XX. I do not own any of the original creepypastas here, i.e. Jeff the Killer or Slenderman. Rated M for lemon, swearing, yaoi, and adult themes. Dedicated to my awesome friend XS Chirpy Twist XX. You perverted yaoi fan. More chapters coming soon. This is a filler chapter. Sorry. XXX. Five kings? You know what that means, Chris. The ash blonde male smirked to the brunette male across the table, laying down his cards. The brunette, Christopher, gritted his teeth. Why the hell did I agree to play strip poker with you anyway, Quill? I always lose and end up naked. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you want me naked, he grinned back, showcasing his sharp, serrated, shark-like teeth for removing his shirt. Quill didn't even flinch at that comment. Dude, I've fucked you 3 times already. I know your body better than you do. A small, quiet giggle lured them both to the dark-haired male hiding behind the kitchen, sneakily watching both of them. Quill sat there in his jeans, black flannel off as well as his white shirt, on the table showing that he hadn't had the advantage the entire game. Christopher, however, now only sat there in his boxers after losing most of his attire in the game of strip poker. Even his teddy bear mask, Norbert said in the pile. Quill stood and reached behind the bench, grabbing the small, dark-haired male by the scruff of his shirt. Jimmy, it's no fun to be a pervert. Take it from Mr. Sex Hungry over there, Quill said, earning a glare from Chris, who began to put his shirt back on, as well as his jeans and sneakers. Jimmy, brushing the black hair from his face and adjusting his white mask, 3 claws marks over one eye, smiled weakly. Aw, you're no fun. I was just admiring the view, he giggled, eyes falling over Quill's abs. Yeah, well, the view could use a little less admiring, the ash blonde male added. Once again, no fun. I think your sense of humor died when you did. Jimmy smirked, hands on his hips, as the ash blonde male relinquished him. He didn't need to turn to know that Christopher was laughing his ass off, even though most people agreed he had no ass. I think Careless is right, the brunette said. You have no humor. Remember last week? Jimmy nodded and smirked behind his white mask while Quill grimaced. You guys dropped an anvil on me just for laughs. I nearly broke my back, you sick fuck. Stop laughing, he snapped, Chris and Jimmy both stopping. The 3 males were all serial killers living in the slender mansion, going by aliases to hide what identity they had. Christopher, donning a hollowed-out bear head as a mask, was called Psycho Teddy. Jimmy, having an unusually quiet, yet loud when yelling, voice, was called Careless Whisper. Quill, not bothering with the serial killer name, went by his full name, Quill Carter. It was usually enough to scare the crap out of anybody with sanity if they knew who he was. Jimmy cowered back, sniffling. The ash blonde man sighed and grabbed his shirt, putting it on along with his flannelette. Sorry, James, it's been a hard week for me. Then Christopher leaned over and whispered, Don't worry. He just hasn't been laid in a week. I'd be cranky if I could last that long without fucking. Into the black-haired male's ear, making him giggle. Why don't I help him with that, then? Jimmy grinned seductively, winking at the 7-foot-tall Quill with a smirk. Quill raised a brow. Last time we did, you said I nearly tore you in half, and that you couldn't ride a bicycle again. Not to mention... Don't worry, bae. Just meet me in my room at 8 tonight. I'll bust out my special toys, Christopher whispered to Jimmy, making the smaller male shiver in anticipation. This ticked Quill off. He had secret feelings for the dark-haired James Luther, and even after the one time they made love in Jimmy's bed, he still couldn't admit his feelings. It utterly grinded his gears when Psycho just came along and flirted with his Jimmy. Quill whipped his hand up to slap Psycho, sending him flying across the room into the cupboard. The dark-haired Jimmy squeaked and moved against the fair wall, taken aback by his usually docile friend's outburst. Chris wiped his lip, licking the crimson from his fingerless gloved hands, standing up. "Oh, jealous, are we?" he snickered, whipping out his twin kitchen knives, sharpened intimidatingly. Quill reached behind him to grab his scythe, grabbing onto it tightly. "Of a pussy like you? Away, you little bitch!" Psycho burst out in roaring laughter, button-eye twitching. "Oh, fucking try me, shit dick!" he burst out, charging Quill with knives, ready to meet Quill's tall scythe. Metal collided, parrying blows, and near-miss hits ensued. Sparks flew from the grazing metal, almost setting Jimmy's leg on fire. At one point in the fight, Psycho landed a blow into Quill's gut with his foot, but Quill retaliated with a painful bite, FYI, Quill's a demonic vampire, to the brunette's arm and almost tore it off. In all the commotion, the normally quiet James had begun to try and calm himself down from the violent display in front of him, his heart rate speeding up drastically. Adrenaline coursed through his veins. He finally opened his mouth to talk, but it came from a more powerful scream. "Stop this now!" he roared in an almost alien voice to his own. "You're scaring me!" Both males stopped and stood, wiping their mouths of blood and ignoring pain in places. Quill felt a greater pain in his unbeating heart when he saw that Jimmy had not only pushed his master's side, but he was crying. His eyes, when seen under the mask, were gold, but when he removed the mask, they were seen as a deep forest green, and despite his 5'10" height, James could kick his ass if need be. He looked up to the two people he called friends, angry. "Both of you should be ashamed of yourself. But Quill," he said, facing the tall ash blonde, "you started this. Why? Why start this super fight? Tell me." Quill looked away, the feeling of dread and embarrassment lingering. I can't tell you," he practically whispered, feeling his eyes tear up. Chris turned away. "Can't you just tell him that you love him?" He whipped it around to face the brunette. Shut up!" Chris didn't even seem fazed by that comment. "I didn't have anything else to say anyway. Besides, it's not like jerking off by herself is so bad." "Smell you later," he said, walking away. Quill sighed and went to walk away as well, but felt Jimmy's smaller hand grab his waist. The dark-haired male looked worried yet curious. "Do you love me, Quill? Or did Psycho just say that to tease you?" he asked the vampire. "I can't possibly tell Jimmy how I feel. I just can't get the words out." If his heart could be, it'd be racing right then. It it was. Jimmy placed a finger to Quill's lips, smiling shyly. "It's okay, I know. If you need me, I'll be in my room." Without another word, the dark-haired male walked out to the kitchen, up to the stairs and out of sight. Quill looked out the window, seeing the sky brighten. He cursed, realizing he had lost track of time and had to be asleep upstairs before sunrise. The sun would severely injure him, making his skin bubble and peel off. He dashed up the stairs, past Jimmy's room, and into his own. "Maybe I just have to sleep this heartache off," he thought, as he undressed completely and got under his covers. He slept naked as he felt clothes hinder him under the blankets. Even simple pajamas or even boxers bothered him. But he never went commando. He'd had bad experiences with that. He closed his eyes and tried to sleep, it coming a lot easier for vampires. They didn't sleep per se as much as they did hibernate or shut down for the night. It was a way of helping them survive long periods without blood, but he had enough blood stocked up in his mini fridge. In fact, he got up, and grabbed a blood bag out of the fridge, slapping it to his extended fangs and drinking. It was type AB positive, a very rare blood type that Jimmy himself had. It caused a few passionate feelings in the past. Once the bag Baggy was blood dry. He tossed it into his trash can and dove back under the covers, shutting his brain off for the night. But one single thought remained. Jimmy. XXX. Oh, how cute. Look at the little angel sleeping, a quiet voice murmured from the doorway, revealed to be a lanky, tan-skinned boy with snow-white hair and golden eyes, donning his blue flannel pajamas as he glanced James asleep curled up in his bed. The pale, black-haired beside him scoffed. Yeah, so? You don't have a thing for him, do you, Tristan? He asked grumpily. Tristan shook his head. Jeff, no. You know that I'm yours and yours alone. I never cheat on you with Jimmy. I'm just saying that he has Quill and Chris fighting over him daily. He's gotta be special if he gets the love triangle treatment, the white-haired male said, turning and walking with his boyfriend Jeff into their room. Yeah, but the only reason you don't get that treatment is because I got to you first and branded you as mine, the dark-haired male said, draping his arm around Tristan's waist possessively as they came to the room. Pushing open the door, Tristan crawled into his bed, Jeff following suit in line beside him. Jeff, who do you think Jimmy will end up with? It's like some stupid game of hot potato. One week he likes Psycho, the next he doesn't, Tristan asked, turning to Jeff. Jeff shrugged and pulled the white-haired male closer until their bodies pressed, kissing the top of his head and snuggling to him. I don't know, but I can tell you that whoever he ends up with is gonna need a whole fucking truckload of luck in their pocket. Personally, I think I should go for Quill. They're so cute. Well, personally, we're overdue for a good tumble in the sheets, babe. Jeff grinned, eyes shimmering in the light of the bedside lamp as he crawled on top of Tristan. Tristan chuckled and pulled his boyfriend flat on top of him, locking their lips passionately, pulling away for air. Jeff ran his fingers through Tristan's hair, smiling. Well, I guess that's a yes then. Prepare your anus. Tristan chuckled again. How many times have we had sex, Jeff? My anus was prepared when you started kissing me. Good, now get naked. Yes, sir. XXX. Oh, how'd you like the first chapter and the little bit of Jeff X Tristan shipping at the end? I shipped them like FedEx. Sorry, nothing exciting happened yaoi-wise in this chapter, but it was more of a filler chapter. Luckily, I managed to write this in one day and one night and one morning the next day, so yay for me! I know how popular yaoi is in yaoi creepypasta. Damn! Tell me what you think and what should happen in the next chapter or later chapters. Hugs, Bloody Chew / Sacred Hearts 99. Okay.